Stay down, stay down. This water's a lot higher than it was 2 weeks ago. Look at that sunrise. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in today. Today is tournament day. Met over at Lake Ship this morning. Currently on Hartridge, pedaling over to Idlewild. Going to see what we can put together over here. Heard that these lakes are fishing tough in the entire South Chain, so let's see what we can put together. It's a beautiful morning. It's supposed to be bluebird skies, so we'll see what we can scrape together. I'm going to try to first fill a limit and go from there. If you haven't already, I would appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. It really helps me out. I appreciate you watching. Let's go fishing. All right, making my way over here to Idlewild. Got to go up underneath this bridge. If you saw the last video, the water was already pretty high. I think we got about a foot of rain over the hurricane, and so I know that I'm definitely going to take all these poles down. The water is up still about 8 inches. They've been opening up all the dams, and they've gotten probably, I would guess, 4 to 5 inches out of here already, but the water is really high, so I'm curious to see how things look over here on Idlewild. I do see a lot of bait already moving around, so that's good. Hopefully the bass are targeting these shad that I'm already seeing flickering around. So let's get over here, see how we do. I gotta take all these poles down. All right, made it over to Idlewild. We're the only ones over here. First cast was at 7. It's a few minutes past. Let's get out there and see if we can scrape some fish up. Last time I was out here, there was a bunch of shad everywhere. Bass feeding up on the shad. So I got a lot of baits that are gonna represent shad today. Glad I still see some bass busting. Yeah, we're gonna try to get a little bit closer here. I'm seeing way too much action up closer to the shoreline. Let's try this fluke out. Mix it up with a buzzbait. Maybe they want to chase a little bit more. Just trying to piece it together here. Seeing bass feeding. Most of the bass that are feeding are up in the thick stuff though, so maybe the frog's the way to go. Try the old speed worm here. Moon was pretty full last night, so I don't know how much that's going to play into the fishing. A lot of the guys that came out here to pre-fish said that the fishing is pretty tough. So just doing the best we can, piece together what we can, go from there. Looking for 5 bites today. 5 bites. Start with 1, go from there, see if we can develop a pattern. All right, first one of the day. Speedworm it is. Kind of hit it as soon as it hit the water. Skunk's out of the boat. Sweet. It's always a good feeling when you get that skunk out. All right, 11 3/4. Speedworm was one of the techniques that I found whenever I was out here practicing. I got bit in this area last time. Oh yeah, and so I don't forget to mention, there are no minimums out here. So we're just trying to get 5 fish in the boat right now. The good thing about the speedworm is I think this will appeal to both smaller and larger fish. I do think a limit's going to go a long way, but at the same time, it's probably going to take upper 70s to place. But see if we can get a pattern dialed in. Try a frog for just a second. Strike on the frog. Get back over there with the speedworm. It's like nipped at the legs. Seems like some of these bass may be cruising up shallow right now since the water is so high. Maybe the bait fish are up there shallow, and so some of the bass are following them. It's the only really place that I've gotten bit so far. So I've come up here to see if I can get another bite up shallow. Yep, something little up there. Again, got bit up shallow with the speed worm, so I don't know if this is a pattern or what. That was definitely a smaller one that picked it up. Wow, I just spooked him and he bit on the outside of the mouth too. Oh, that's a small one. Every single fish today is going to go a long way. It is tough out here. 10-incher, number 2. All right, that's 2. I know big ones eat speed worms too, but I have not been interacting with big ones with this speed worm past several trips. See, there's another small one. That poor guy. We're heading the wrong way. 8 3/4, number 3. Thank you, buddy. Well, that was 2 in this spot. Let's try for a third. Alright, I'll move out of here. This is definitely a nursery. It's nice to be able to at least put 2 more on the board real quick. Alright, so there are definitely bass schooling every now and then around here, chasing a little shad. Yep. Well, there you go. Another little squeaker. That one's a little bit better. Not much. How random is that? Just saw these bass schooling on some shad. Alright, we got them touch 11.5. See you, buddy. Thank you. There's just these little isolated clumps of grass that these shad are hiding in, I guess, and the bass are sitting around waiting. Alright, let's see if we can just nab one more real quick. Fill this limit. That's a better one. Nope. Just hit hard. Alright, that's 5. That's sweet. 5 in the boat. It's always pretty good. And that is a limit. If I can get a measurement on this guy without him jumping out of the boat. Got him to touch 10 3/4. Ouch. All right, 10 3/4. You would think that if they're piled up in the grass like that, coming up and hitting these shad, that there would be 1 or 2 in there that would be at least 15 inches. Come on. It's just why you always have to take note of your surroundings and see what these fish are doing, because I never would have guessed I would be throwing a square bill today. But I always have one tied on because it is one of my confidence baits. I wonder if this is a pattern that is just locally right here in this area, or if this is going on other places. Let's move on. Square bill's something I guess I'll throw intermittently today as well. It got me a little over 20 more inches real quick, so I'm thankful to it. Now we need some serious upgrading. Alright, I just turned the graph on for the first time today, and it looks like it is 84 degrees. It's pretty cold. It's about a 5-degree drop. You can see marks on the graph. It looks like there's fish hanging out. Yeah, there are fish hanging out right at 6 foot. Yeah, that's a better one. Yeah, I thought I saw him at 6 foot. All right, 14 1/4. First upgrade of the day. Something did. Might have figured something out. I think these bass are just gorging themselves on shad. Right now I'm hugging out the outside grass line. That grass dies off hard at about 9 foot. And I'm just using my side imaging just to hug that line right now. All right, 12 3/4. All right, hooks are still good. I find that grass line again. I think I'm right on it. All right, midday update. I am currently heading back to where I started this morning. I think we've caught a total of 7, had 2 upgrades so far. I'd say that we're probably sitting somewhere in the low 60s right now as far as inches go. I'm gonna need to get 3 more bass for sure to upgrade and get those smaller fish out of the bag. So right now I'm pedaling over and going to just continue to fish offshore grass with the square bill, maybe mix in a speed worm and an old monster in there. Thankfully we are catching some. Most of them came from just one little area, so maybe I can just expand on that pattern, continue to fish this offshore grass that dies off around 9 foot. So we'll see. Appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't already, hit that like button, stay tuned, and hit the subscribe button at the end. Alright, so I made it back to the other side of the lake, and it looks like it's still 9 foot, and the grass is continuing to kind of die off around that 9-10 foot area. So let's just see if there's any bass over in this section. I beat that other section up about 200 yards. I beat it up pretty good, so see if there are any over here on this offshore grass line. Stay down, stay down. Oh. My, that is a monster, y'all. That is an absolute tank. Come on. Yeah. All right. That is the one we needed. You just choked that square bill. Look at that. I'd say the move paid off, huh? Make sure that stops bleeding. All right, let's see what this girl will go. She is fat and healthy. Offshore grass line worked. See if we can get a picture of her. Hopefully she goes over 20. Oh yeah, 21 on the nose. Put her on this donkey leash. Take a little better care of her. 21 incher. What a fish. What a fish. Real quick, see how much she weighs. 4 3/4. She's just really healthy. All right, let's let her go. 4 pounds, 12 ounces. 21 inches. Letting her go to fight another day. Appreciate you, girl. She's tired. Here she goes. Offshore grass line worked. Ran this square bill right along it. She came out and crushed it. That's awesome. Well, that will at least put us in contention for big bass. You can see on my side scan right now, right on the outside edge right now, to my right, I can see that I am hugging a wall of grass. And so I'm just throwing directly straight out in front of my kayak. And I'm imagining I am running right alongside of it. I'm reeling down quick to get it down to that 4 or 5 foot zone, and then I'll either sweep my rod or you'll see me lift up this way. I just kind of mix that up. But they normally hit it as soon as that cadence changes. I need to get rid of one more fish, I think. And I may be in contention to be in top 3 today. If I could catch a 15, 16 incher, we might just be in contention to be in top 3. At least right now, we are in contention for big bass. There are a lot of good guys out here today. I think there's probably a little over a dozen of us. I don't know if he's going to help or not. Alright, so hitting the square bill. In practice, this is the one dock that I found that I can skip really well underneath. You have to skip through this grass here. See if we can do it. Take that. That's an upgrade. Might go 12. Maybe. Alright. 11 3/4. Maybe there's more under here. That was a small upgrade. See if there's any more. All right, that's it. Tournament's over. I spent a lot of time throwing that square bill and I could never get another upgrade. I caught one more after that big one and it wasn't an upgrade. I upgraded skipping a dock and I think that was the last upgrade since the big one. But all in all, great day. I think put 10 in the boat, upgraded a bunch after we were able to fill the limit. So it was a great day and I appreciate you fishing with me today. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and the like button. Hitting the like button and commenting below really helps out the channel, so I would really appreciate it if you did that. I think I have high 60s, low 70s as far as score, so that might put me in the top 4 or 5, and that 21 may get me big bass, so we'll see. I'll show you the results here in a little bit. Thanks for fishing with me. I'll see you in the next one.
3/4. Second place and biggest fish, Chris.
I'm buzzing hot school.
He has 78 inches. Big fish was 22 3/4. First place, Leonard.
Oh, I got first? Really?
No, I lied.
Oh, you lied.
No, I lied.